Ho 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Are you looking for games to give away this Christmas? Maybe games to a little bit more casual player or the younger audience? Well, these are my top 5 tips for you to give away this Christmas. The first game we're going to start with is a fast, fun little game, especially for the younger ones or the older ones like me that like Sonic in their youth. This is a fast, fun game. It's around 20 minutes of gameplay. It's from 7 years and above. In this game, well, you portray as Sonic and his friends, and you team up in teams with 2 players, racing against the other players and trying to hit the finish line first. In this game, you will have small little action cards that you can play to speed up your progress, jump over obstacles, or sadly get stuck in them and overrun. Whoever passes the finish line first is the winner. This game is nicely done, and it actually comes with pre-painted miniatures, which the kids just love. And it is really easy to learn. It's language independent. You do not have to sit down for a long time to teach the younger ones how to run around the track. So this is Sonic Super Teams for you. The next game on this epic list is Azul. Azul comes in a bunch of different versions. This one here is the Queen's Garden, where you compete against your opponents to make the most beautiful little garden. To do this, you use these little tokens, which are quite well made. You place them out to make the perfect little pattern and get as many scores as possible. There is a bit of strategy in this game as well on how you win, on how you place the little tiles, how you place the little gardens tokens. So this is not just for the younger crowd, it can also fit an older crowd that are not just casual players. This is a fun, nice, fast little game. This game takes about an hour to play, depending on how many you are, of course, and it is for 2 to 4 players. Next up we have Unlock. This is an escape room game, where you, with your friends, or all alone, because you can play this solo, enter one of these 3 rooms. When you get into the rooms, you get some clues on how to get out. You need to use those clues to get out of the rooms. You will also have to download an app that you will incorporate to the game. In the game, you will get codes and clues that you will then put into the app to try to solve the riddle and eventually escape the room. You will have 1 hour to do this. This game is so easy to learn because you actually learn it while you are playing. Because there is a deck of cards in this game that you will use at the start of your game to go through the basic rules and how to start playing this game right out of the box. This game is a lot of fun and it is for 10 years and above. But you also have the kids version of Unlock. This is from 6 years and above. And if you sit down with your child, try to unlock the little riddles in this game, you are going to make it as a team. This is a fun gaming experience with your children. You get them involved in the gaming, you get them involved in the little riddles, you sit down together and you just have a laugh when you can't figure it out. This game is really fun for all ages, I would say. So in the one for the bigger ones you have an hour, but in this one you only have 20 minutes. But don't worry, you're gonna make it. The riddles are not that hard in this one, and it's really made to get kids into board gaming. Next up we have Harry Potter Stupefy. This is a 4 to 8 player game that will fit kids, teens and families that just want to sit down and wave their wands around, casting spells at each other. This game is really easy to learn, it's really fun to play, and you will get into the game in no time. This is basically about you being at Hogwarts, learning spells and casting them on your fellow opponents. You will work together in teams. But don't worry, even if you are 5 players, there are ways in this game to even it up so it won't be hard for you to play if you are not an even amount of gamers around the table. The way you would play this game is that you simply play a spell in front of you, point your wand at one of your opponents, and then you count to 3 expose what spell you have cast and see if you were able to actually hit your target or maybe even protect yourself from these dangerous spells. This game is from 8 years and above, around 30 minutes of gameplay, but I think you could play this with younger kids as well, and I think it is a lot of fun to wave this little wand around, playing the cards on the table and hopefully getting some scores. Lastly, but not least, we have Star Wars: The Clone Wars. This game is about you going out to the different planets in this system and taking out the clones, but also taking out the enemy boss. Along your way, you will have some missions on the different planets that you need to complete, but you will also need to get rid of the enemies to actually be able to do the mission. This game is built upon the mechanics of Pandemic. So if you have played Pandemic before, well, you will have no worries at all in learning this game. This game might be for the little bit bigger ones, as this is from 14 years and above, and it will take you a little bit of learning how the cards works and how to move around on the board, but you could play with younger ones as well, as long as you help them, because this is a co-op game, so you can play together to defeat the evil. But you can also play solo in this game. I have tried the solo mode, I have tried the co-op mode, and I think that both of them works quite well. And if you like the Pandemic system and the Star Wars theme, well then this is right down your alley. It's easy to set up, it takes no time to start playing it, and there are a bunch of strategy in this game for the players that needs a little bit more to chew on. So if you want to jump out into space, go to the different planets, try to complete missions, but also take out the enemies, well then you should check this one out. And as a little bonus for you, of course we also have the regular Pandemic. Now, this game might not be that new, but it still does the trick. And it works for most players out there, casuals, new ones, players that have been playing games for quite some time. Well, this will probably fit them as well. So there you have it, my friends. This was Genders Gaming's Christmas special on games that you can give to casual but also experienced players during Christmas without spending that much money, because none of these games actually cost that much. They're quite budget friendly, you can pretty much find them anywhere, and they're easy to wrap. I mean, that is a bonus, right? Wrapping those gifts are so much pain, but these ones will just take away that pain. And there's something for everyone. If you like the little bit darker, heavier theme here, if you like the really light, fast ones, or if you want to solve riddles or just take out to the garden and play some tokens, there is something for all of you to play. So this is me wishing you a Merry Christmas. Ho 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 ho! Keep on spreading that board gaming love. Keep on spreading.